Hello everyone, welcome to the next episode of Space Engineers. Last time I said we were gonna build a fighter to go into piracy possibly, and then I thought about it again, and there's some things I want to do actually first, which will make building this fighter a bit easier. You will see why that is as soon as we build the fighter. What I'm wanting to do first is actually build another kind of ship that will make it easier to build anything from that point on. Because, as you have seen with the mining ship, there's a big version of our drill, and that is also true for every other tool you have. There's a big version of the grinder, and there is also a big version of the welder. What does the big version of the welder do different? It welds at the same speed, but it has like a little radius it welds and not just a single block, so you can weld several blocks at once. If you have several welders actually at the same position, you will weld faster, so as far as I know at least. So yeah, we're gonna build a welding ship because that will make things easier. But this comes with a problem, because I actually know now why you can put small conveyor tubes and these normal conveyor tubes on a small ship. There is a difference between those. The thing is, small conveyor tubes are only able to transport things like ores through the system, and not things like, you know, production stuff like construction components, steel tubes, steel plates. For these you need the larger conveyor tubes. So we're gonna put these on the ship, and then we have to get, of course, these construction components on our welding ship as well. Because this welder will function like the welder you have in your inventory. It will consume goods in your inventory and then weld them onto place. So we need to transfer these goods from our factory onto our ship in a fast way, not with you know, hand loading it from one inventory to another. And we're gonna achieve that with a block called the connector. There it is. It looks like this. There is the normal conveyor door on one side and a weird round door on the other side. And the thing is, if you have a connector on your conveyor system, let's say we put a pipe through here and put this thing on the wall, and then we have one of these on the ship, we can actually like connect these. It's like docking onto this thing, and then the ship conveyor system is connected with our factory's conveyor system. And then we'll be able to move items from our refinery, or rather from our assembler, onto the welding ship, and then we're gonna weld stuff. The only problem with this thing is, on the small ship it actually is the same size as on a station or a big ship. So yeah, this. And also the large tubes are at the same size. So this will be the reason why this ship is gonna look a bit weird. Even weirder than this thing. I actually thinking about building it asymmetrically, you know. So it's not symmetrical? Symmetrical? Yeah, I think that's correct. Let's just start with that. Now, key things that we need are a connector. Then we need, of course, a welder. Might even put two on the ship, I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna put in the cockpit as well. And then we're gonna need, yeah, possibly actually a cargo bay. And conveyor tubes as well. Well, we're gonna need a lot actually. This is actually pretty useful if you press, I think standard, it's the comma and the what is it, point on your keyboard. You can switch toolbars. Or I think shift and number 2, 3, 4 and 1 will switch toolbars, so you can actually have several toolbars So for example, you can have all the construction blocks on one toolbar, like that. And then you can switch it around. So that's pretty useful if you're building something complicated, like this thing is gonna be. Let me just think about it real quick. Because I guess we're gonna stick the connector like on this side, so it's a bit away from everything, so we can safely dock without knocking into stuff. I think that's a good idea. I think that should be the starting point of our ship, the connector. I think we have to build our stuff around that, because look at this thing, it's massive. Yeah, guess that will be the thing. Okay, let's start with that. Oh, also, I added a mod actually to the game. I was suggested that mod because, as I said earlier, it's a bit weird that you fly faster in your spacesuit than with a ship, and there's a lot of mods for this game, and a lot of mods actually fix that exact problem. So the mod I installed, I think it's called Ship Speed 350/800, and as far as I know, it sets the ship speed for small ships to a maximum of 800 meters per second. And for a large ship, it sets it to 350. And yeah, technically, there should not be a limit in space. But I think for tactical wise, you know, it's cooler that the large ships are actually a bit slower than the others. I think that's a cool idea. So yeah, let's actually go into production. We're gonna need a lot of these and a lot of these. Yeah, something like that. So, now. So this will be like the docking part. We have to put this on the docking part we're gonna build there on the factory. And you can actually see it has two different conveyor doors. Yeah, it has one for small tubes, but it also has one for big tubes. So I'm thinking right now maybe we should add right behind this door. We could potentially add just like the cargo. Is that a smart idea? Nah, actually I don't think that's smart. Let's just build the conveyor. Look at these tubes, they're huge for a small ship. That's incredibly huge. Yeah, let's just build the conveyor to welder construct and then construct the rest of the ship. I think actually we could like put the inventory like here and then be like, actually we could just add the welder right here, couldn't we? The question now only is, do I want 2 welders or 1? Huh. I think we're gonna start with 1 actually. It's a bit easier there this way. So what does this thing need? Large steel tube. We don't have that. Okay. Ew, interior plates. Yes, gonna get this. Interior plates. There we go. Oh, that's enough. So, and then we of course all, and I forgot the steel tubes. We of course need to also add some reactors to the ship as well. And these can actually then be connected through the small conveyor ports. Because the small reactors at least, they have only the small ports. Like this, okay. Where should we add the cockpit? Should we add it like on top of it? Or like next to it? Like this? I have the feeling no matter how I'm gonna design this thing, it's gonna look horrible. I'm not sure why, but yeah. Let's just go with it. Function over form, right? Also, still not sure if I should spend all this time building or not should just skip it, you know. Actually, the way we're gonna build the fighter is kind of an experiment that you won't actually see a lot of the building of with the fighter. It's a bit special, but you're gonna see as soon as we get everything our ship. And I think I also want to build like a hangar as well. Well, might that do actually after we have the ship. Okay, so now let's get the reactors. We need small reactors, some of those. Then we need small conveyors and stuff. Yeah, we totally can like run the small tube over the big tube like this. Let it run down here. Oh god, this thing is gonna look like an abomination. I already know. If you thought this ship was the worst looking ship, you're gonna be in for a surprise. Oops. How many reactors should we have? 6? I mean, it's a that might actually be... Oh, I am not sure how much energy a welder actually takes. I know there's a table on the wiki you can check. I'm lazy right now, lazy. But I always put like too much reactors on it, so let's go with 6, shall we? Like this, alright. And as always, let's just complete one of those and then put uranium in it, so the... Oh, damn, computer's missing. There's always something missing. Actually, we can also get some... do we have some spare uranium? 21, that's actually not that much. We should maybe go on a little small mining trip for uranium ingots. Let's get 6. And we don't have any computers, it seems. And we need gold. Do we have gold? Silver... Yeah, there it is. Gold. Alright. Let me add this. A 1. Luckily, just turn off the ship. We could leave the ship 21 days like this, and we still would have power. I'm not gonna waste energy like that. Yeah, I think I should really go for mining real soon. Also, that's the question. Should I really show the mining? Because I think it's quite boring. I think at the beginning it's fun to watch how it works, the ship and all. But after you've seen it, I am not sure if it's that funny to see me flying into a dark comet for 10 minutes and grinding away at materials. I don't think that's so funny to watch, but hey. And we're gonna add a gyroscope, of course. Actually, the ship is almost finished like that. Bare bones. Let's add some of those guys. The back. And yep, run out of large steel tubes, obviously. And I don't have any thruster components with me anyway, so might as well get those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How much do we need? 7, 8. 8 should be enough. Well, now I have... Oh no, I have 8. Okay. I think that should be more than enough. 8. Okay. Now the same thing at the front. Now I have to see... I think that shouldn't damage the welder at all. Well, actually, put them a bit further back, because if you're close to a ship and welding, you don't want to burn the ship with your actual thrusters, so let's put them back a little bit at least, like that. Okay. So now the ones for this. That should work actually. That shouldn't burn anything. And then one at the top, one at the bottom. Oh, come on. Ah, the turning in this game. Technically, it should be very easy. If you look at the top right, the cube, it tells you everything you need to know, which button you need to press. And I'm just too lazy to look sometimes. So now, yeah, delete, obviously. That was right. That. Yeah, I think that's it. At least, it will... I think it will work like that. What am I doing in here? I probably wanted to recharge my energy by crawling into the reactor. Genius idea. Okay, and then after that we of course need to fit a connector as well on the factory. Let's cut it off and see if it actually works. Well, it's flying off, that's... let me get in. Hello, cockpit, where are you? There you are. Yes, I did... Huh? Oh, I only put one thingy into the reactor. I should be able to access the reactors from here now, shouldn't I? Yes! Exactly. It's always good to see if that works, at least. That's a good thing. Wait, did I oh no, there we go. I just wanted to say, did I miscalculate my uranium usage? Now we have enough energy. Okay. So let's add actually the welder. I think you can see it if you... Yeah, you can see the red blinking. That's when it's active. This actually also means stay away from that welder head. It will kill you instantly. I'm speaking from experience. I built it like in a way that you could activate the welder head indefinitely. Right now I have to click the mouse button and keep it clicked, like with the handheld tool. I had a ship where it was on constantly, and then I exited the ship. I wanted to check something, how it was going progress-wise, and I get too close and dead. Okay, so now we would like fly here, and then we would have a connector over here as well. So let's just do right that. Let's cut a hole in here. And we have to replace this with a conveyor, obviously, because we need it to go in all directions. Let's do that then. This will cut off the system real quick, but that shouldn't be a problem, unless we have not enough resources to build it. A shame. Okay. Interior plating, sure. Then we also need these guys. Is that it? Oh no, construction components I need for sure. Do some computers as well if you can. Excellent. And then we need to go one out. A conveyor tube. I need you. Oh, there we go. The turning of these tubes is a bit weird. Sometimes you have to just point at the door so they will snap and then turn. That's a bit weird. There we go. And I'm missing small tubes. Be right back. Small tubes. Are these enough? Just be sure. If I would have just brought 10, would that be enough? Yes, it would have been. Okay. Just checking. Alright. So now we should be able to access our system through here, right? Is that correct? Yes, that is correct. Good. Now, let's try a connection. This is now extremely awkward again from this position. I will add a camera for that actually. I tried that in another save state with a camera. So now you get closer and closer, and then it should like... Wait, am I even... No, I'm not even close. There we go. It pulled me in, and now you see it's even glowing like yellow. And if I try to get away, actually... You see, it automatically pulls me in. It has like this magnetic pull, and it stops me like a few centimeters off. And now if it's yellow like that, you can press P for parking. And... did I... Wait. Did that work? Yes, it did. For some reason it switched camera angles when I did it here. And if you press P, it will dock your ship. It's green now, and now if I try to get away, you see I cannot move. It's impossible. It's docked. And I open my inventory now. You see, the orange colored things are the other conveyor system. So the white ones are your own reactor, welder, that's your own stuff. Orange is the other stuff. So now I can... Actually, this is also very useful if you wanna like move from the assembler inventory, for example, to my own cargo. Normally you would have to pick it up and then like awkwardly scroll with your mouse wheel up here. It's just kind of weird to do. You can also like switch here from character inventory to station inventory. So you have two of these open at the same time, and you can just drag it over like that. Drag it into the welder. Or the cargo container, doesn't matter. As long as it's connected to the welder, it will automatically pull the stuff into the welder when it's needed. So, let's undock again with P. It's yellow again, and now we... there we go! And now we obviously have to test this, right? Let's see how good this works. Let me get out, and do I have any steel plates with me now? Of course not. And I have none. Actually, I don't need that much. I only need 4, technically. Give me 4. Now I'm gonna place 4 light armor blocks right here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just to show you how this works. And now I get my welder. And I place it like in the middle is the best. To place it like that, and then you just left click. Boom! There you go. That's why a welding ship is actually very useful. It's so much faster to build like a big building, like the hangar I do want to build for the fighter spacecraft we're gonna build. I want to build like a hangar, a big one. So we're gonna build it with this because this is way faster. Obviously, this thingy looks a bit shit. I am very aware of that. So with the few minutes left in this episode, let me just try to make this thing look a bit more bearable. Just get rid of these blocks. There we go. Let's just try to at least cover up most of the stuff here. I have to say, I've built better ships. I'll be honest. This is looking really terrible. I know. Oh yeah, there we go, the welder. Also, oh yeah, camera. I wanted to add a camera. Where is it? Camera. There we go. So I want it to be... Can I place it? Oh yeah, I can place it on the tubes. Awesome. Very good. Let's just also cover a bit of this stuff right here. Might look just a tiny bit better like that. Just a little bit. Cover the most important stuff. Okay. Oh, also important, if you connect your thingy with the other connector, at least I read it like that, you cannot like automatically let it drop into the other conveyor system. You have to do that by hand. So for a mining ship, I think this one is a better option, I feel, because you can just like put it there, let it drop, boop boop, and then you can go on your merry way doing some other stuff. And with this, you actually have to sit there and push things over into the inventory you want. At least I think that's how it works. That's what I read. So if you know how this, if there is a possibility to like automate a process of dropping stuff, then maybe this is actually a better option than the normal mining ejector collector method that I use. Yeah, we're gonna cover this a little bit like that. You know, it looks nice. Kinda. I've seen worse. Well, not much worse, but well, yeah. Yes, like that. Back here it's symmetrical again, so it's easy to build. Yeah, let's add some plating under it as well. I might add a spotlight maybe, because if you're like building in an asteroid, there of course are asteroids that have like caves in them, So if you want to build something in there, you might need lights. Maybe a spotlight would be very beneficial. Yes, let's actually do that. Let's put it right here. Spotlight. There we go. Excellent. So now, this thing looks a little bit better. A little bit. Not much, but a little bit. You know, it will work. Let me test actually the camera real quick. Because, as I said, I prefer to fly from first perspective and, if possible, not to switch to third. I don't know, it's kind of more immersive for me. I like that. So let me put the camera right here. Like that. So we would like fly to this thing and then docking camera activate. So now we just move like this because it's above the docking, the connector. So we would like move it like. It's a bit awkward with the control scheme because if I press W now, I'll move like this. So you have to keep that in mind, of course. You still move like your cockpit is facing, even if your camera is facing the other way. So that's a bit awkward to actually control, but it's okay. Okay, closer, then a bit down. Is down right? No, I think it should be up a bit. And then closer, closer. There we go! Yellow light, that means okay. And docking! Yes! Huh! That works! Awesome! Okay, cool stuff. I think that is not bad. You know, what was that, like 30 minutes? Not bad for a little welding ship. I mean, it's not perfect by any means, but it will work. And that means next time we gonna build our fighter, which should actually be even faster than this. So I think I'm gonna do some mining off camera because that's really boring. If you like to see it, of course, if you want to see it, I'll show you the bits, but I don't think it would be very interesting to watch. But anyway, guys, I'll see you next time on Space Engineers. So until then, have a good one.